Jarom Jordan is joining us in Columbus.
Be easy for Jarom. He only has one.
Yeah, who's your favorite child? BYU volleyball. Eye Candy is his new nickname, thanks to Ben Patch. Jarom, how was the weather? And, first and foremost, no. Let's start with this. Last year, you left your wallet in Denver. So is the trip off to a better start because you hopefully still have your wallet with you?
I do.
Yes!
Speaking of favorite child. I do. I have my wallet. I have my sanity. It's all good.
He's got his wallet. Okay, now this.
You're off to at least a better start this time.
Have you confirmed that your haircut is up to par with Ben Patch yet?
No, because I haven't been over to the arena yet.
Okay.
So I didn't get a haircut from yesterday morning to now.
You wouldn't do that for Ben Patch? Sorry, I thought that was kind of
No.
a thing.
You would have time.
No.
Did you have any layovers that you could have got one at the airport?
I did not. No. And there's one guy that cuts my hair, and it's the same barber as Ben Patch. And he's in Springville, bro.
You could have got a haircut. You could have had your shoes shined.
Ohio.
Other than presenting BYU volleyball with the BYU Sports Nation Karma, what is on your to-do list in Columbus?
One other thing, man. See Ohio Stadium. See the shoe. That's it. And win a semifinal. That's the agenda today.
Okay. Hey, that's a thing.
There's only two things on the list today.
You were in Happy Valley last year in Pennsylvania on Penn State's campus. You went and saw that football stadium. So why not make the shoe a thing, right?
And Tom Hommel, I don't know if you saw this.
I just saw it.
He just tweeted. He's at Ohio Stadium, a few minutes ago. He said, "Coug fan, should I try and get a game?" Everyone's like, "Oh yes!"
You think Urban would do a home and home?
No, he'd do a one-off. You know he wouldn't do a home and home. Come on.
I don't even care. I would take a one-off with Ohio State.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
We're in that
that's
position
one
at
of
this
those
point.
programs you
be
just
licking
say
my
yes.
chops. Hey, what kind of a match do you expect tonight between the two longtime MPSF rivals, BYU and Long Beach State?
Think about the context of this one. It is pretty epic. This is a rematch of last year's national semifinal. Long Beach State, bunch of freshmen. BYU won that in 4, right? BYU loses to Ohio State last year in the national championship match. Tonight, the teams split like they did last year in the regular season, this time in Provo. Now they're on a neutral court. Long Beach State was unbeatable at home. They did beat BYU in Provo, so it feels like Long Beach State's the better team. And I think they are by a hair. But I think if BYU can win the serve and serve-receive battle, get Long Beach State uncomfortable, which is pretty hard to do, BYU's got a chance. I think this is going to be another close one. I don't think it's going to be like the second night in Provo where Long Beach State swept the Cougars. I think it'll be more like the first night where it was a 5-set thriller, 18-16 in the fifth, as close and extra overtime match as you can have. I think BYU's ready for this. I don't think they feel the pressure of the last 13 years. I think they feel the pressure of the moment, which is we played them in Provo. We didn't play them in the MPSF tournament. I think the Cougars are ready because this is it for Ben Patch. This is it for Jake Langlois. I think they have their minds in the right place. I'm interested to see how they come out and play them.
So even with so many close calls, you don't think that there is some sort of sense of desperation at this point?
I think it's healthy desperation. I think there's some level of negative desperation if you let the last 13 years stack on top of you and how good this program has been and the fact that they haven't won a national title is pretty ridiculous. I don't get the sense that is on these guys. I think we know we're good. We know what Long Beach State does. They know what we do. We've got to win an all-out dogfight.
Jarom Jordan with us in Columbus, Ohio, ready for the national semifinals tonight. BYU volleyball taking on Long Beach State. We talk a ton about Jake Langlois, and Tim Daubert's been stepping up, and Brendan Sander. What about the under-the-radar guy that BYU needs to have step up to win a national championship?
Well, I think it's probably Leo Durkin. If he can get some good passes, that is when Long Beach State serves, and they serve well. When they serve, can BYU pass the ball to Leo Durkin effectively? Then Leo Durkin can distribute to, a couple of All-Americans on the pins. Will Ben Patch start? That's a question, too. I will be surprised if he does not. Tim Daubert started against Barton, but I think you got to start Ben Patch in this. He's played in 3 NCAA tournaments, gone to 3 national title matches, 2-time first-team All-American. Injured, but he's healthy. He's good to go. I think you got to start him. But I think Leo Durkin might be the key. Eric Sykes, another guy, the libero. He's got to defend. He's got to bring his shovel and get some digs tonight because Long Beach State is one of the best, if not the best teams in the country. Number 1 ranked on their game. National Player of the Year as named last night. TJ DeFalco on the other side, the sophomore from the 49ers. So probably Leo Durkin.
As you just mentioned, Long Beach State is very good. BYU's well aware of that. But BYU's good as well, obviously. What do you think the Cougars do better than the 49ers?
That's a great question. I think they're pretty even across the board. I think that BYU is more physical than Long Beach State. It's nice to have a 6'9" opposite and Ben Patch, 6'10" opposite with Tim Dobbert. So either guy is massive. Jake Langlois is 6'10", and he is one of the best players in the country. Jake might be one of the top 3 at this point. Just got the invite to the World League team for Team USA yesterday. Langlois, Patch, and of course Taylor Sander. That was big news. I think BYU's more physical. So if it's even in terms of serve receive, that is how well you pass the ball to the center, I think BYU can win this because Long Beach State has good players on the other side. Tuaninga is a fantastic setter. Kyle Ensing's a fantastic opposite. DeFalco's the best outside hitter in the country, I think. But if all things are even, BYU is big enough to have an advantage at the net physically when attacking the ball, but also blocking the ball.
Good stuff from Jarom Jordan thus far. Yesterday, USA Volleyball's World League roster was announced. Langlois, Patch, and Taylor Sander are all on it. Quickly, Jarom, what does that mean for this BYU program?
Oh, that's big time because Langlois and Patch are making it straight out of BYU. Langlois is a guy, and I'll just highlight him. When he was a freshman, unheralded, walked on, wanted to play a sport at BYU, just tried out for volleyball. Just scheduled a bunch of tryouts. He made the volleyball team, canceled the others. Carl McGowan, the legendary and recently deceased head coach for BYU, said of him before he had done anything, he said, if he can figure it out, he could play for Team USA. And when I saw that Jake Langlois made the roster yesterday, I was a little emotional because of what Carl McGowan had said, given Jake Langlois' lack of skill to the point where he is going to play with the World League team for Team USA this summer. That is a really cool story. But the best story for BYU would be to overcome and get the monkey off the back this week by winning the national title. It starts tonight against Long Beach State. If BYU wins this, it's going to be a crazy tough match, probably against Ohio State, maybe Hawaii on Saturday night.
Great stuff, Jarom. Just make sure your hair's looking on point when you are at the match tonight, okay?
It never is.
Eye candy needs to be ready to go, man.
I'm no Ryan Gosling. Come on, you guys.
Jarom, thanks, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Love you guys.
All righty, Jarom Jordan from Columbus, Ohio.
We didn't ask him one question about Star Wars.